The firefighters who respond to your emergencies say they've been living in one of their own, and for years, no one in charge would listen.
Tonight, Live 5 Investigates exposes what's been happening inside of some of Charleston's fire stations.
Live 5's Emily Johnson spent months reviewing hundreds of emails that show how those complaints were handled and how leadership responded.
Hundreds of emails, dozens of mold complaints, firefighters seeking medical treatment. And for years, city leaders did little. Since 2024, the Charleston Fire Department temporarily closed the doors on 2 of its stations because of documented positive mold exposure tests.
There's a lot of issues at these stations that people have been voicing their concerns about for a long time, 10 plus years.
Robert Tackett recently left the Charleston Fire Department after working as a firefighter for the city beginning in 2011. Tackett spent most of his career at Station 9, where he and fellow firefighters found mold, water damage, and extremely hot building conditions.
We sent multiple emails in to get testing done because there was obviously mold growing on the tiles and in our rooms, and nothing happened quickly enough for us. So we paid out of pocket our own mold testing and set them off. Then I got transferred before the results came back.
In July of 2024, Tackett reported to his union that the bunk rooms had temperatures consistently hotter than 90 degrees. According to a now dismissed lawsuit Tackett filed in 2025, he was written up, transferred to another station, and retaliated against for voicing his concerns.
So being punished for speaking up against AC, I mean, that's why nobody is really coming forward about other issues around these stations.
On the other side, Deputy Chief Jason Cruzen says that is not true.
I know of no retaliation that's taken place.
And Station 9 is not the only CFD building with documented problems. Off-record conversations with active firefighters, photos and emails show at least 12 out of 17 total Charleston fire stations have had mold issues voiced at some point since 2017.
It felt kind of, I don't know, like they didn't care about what we were speaking about. Like, we risk our lives every day. We should be able to come back to a firehouse without mold.
Live 5 Investigates searched through over 700 emails we obtained from a public records request showing dozens of potential mold findings. A fire captain emailed in 2021 that water leaks and mold issues at Station 9 were reported to logistics multiple times in 2 years and wrote, quote, "The problem has never been fixed and continues to become progressively worse." Renovations to Station 19 were allegedly made in 2023, but that same year an email says, quote, "The fire marshal said that the mold in the bathroom was not corrected and he could still see/smell mold." Dr. David Kraus is a certified industrial hygienist with over 32 years of experience and says no matter how well mold is removed, if the water source is not fixed, mold will regrow.
What's most concerning, most troubling here is that there's been issues in some of these properties, some of these fire stations. They've done remediation and it's come back.
Well, the city has a history of not fixing the issue, just kind of like painting over something. Like, they don't actually fix the cause of the mold. They just replace the mold so you can't see it anymore.
A city employee responded to reports of mold at Station 9 with, quote, "I'm willing to bet if the guys would run the AC at 72, no more condensation drips and no more mildew. But, right? Like that will happen." Firefighters pushed back on the city's responses. Quote, "We in operations are held to a standard and held accountable for our actions. I ask you, who holds the city accountable?" Quote, "Is the mold issue going to be ignored? Can anyone ensure the mold that was growing was not hazardous to our health?"
I would say they're not ignored, but things don't happen at the rate that we all want them to.
In a way, do you feel like the city doesn't respect firefighters?
I don't know if it's a respect thing. I think they respect the job we do, but I also think that they think we're replaceable.
Reports document positive mold tests at multiple stations, but the specific types of mold are not clearly labeled.
We don't have an instance in which toxic mold has been identified. We don't have an instance in which black mold has been identified.
The testing by city contractors specifically relied on methodology comparing mold levels inside buildings to outside air. But in the 1990s, the American Conference of Governmental Industrial Hygienists rescinded its statement of using airborne concentrations of mold as a measure of human health risk.
That airborne concentrations of mold are not a reliable measure of contamination. It's get out a tape measure and how much square footage of mold impacted material do you have.
The biggest worry? Firefighters' health. Emails confirm at least 4 firefighters seeking medical treatment from mold exposure.
Molds are not healthy. And when you have conditions that allow mold growth in your air conditioning systems, the ducts, or within the occupied space of a home or building, it poses a health risk to everyone.
Another active firefighter who remains anonymous shared their medical report from Palmetto Primary Care Physicians. A doctor states, quote, "It was recently discovered his fire station has extensive levels of black mold found diffusively throughout the ceiling. It was subsequently deduced that his chronic mold exposure is responsible for his chronic sinusitis, fatigue, chronic arthralgias, and joint effusions." Graphic photos show a medical procedure that firefighter went through to remove fluid from his knee connected to that mold exposure.
Well, you want these men and women to show up in the tip top of their health. Otherwise, you don't know what person you're going to be getting.
And mold is not the only problem reported inside CFD stations. Cockroaches, rats, flooding, termites, sewage backups. Charleston Fire Chief Dan Correa and Deputy Fire Chief Jason Cruzen sat down to answer our questions.
When we have issues, if it's termites, if it's mold, we take all of those very seriously. Now, do I feel as though we could communicate results back to our team better? I think we probably can.
In a 2021 email regarding mold at Station 9, Cruzen himself said, quote, "This is a serious issue that is likely presenting health complications to the members."
I wouldn't say unsafe at any time.
Okay, so you don't think it was truly ever posing a serious health risk to firefighters? Even though in your own words you said you felt like it was presenting a serious health risk to firefighters.
The issue, yes, it needed to be addressed. In that email, it was the fact that we weren't getting communication back from the personnel on the other end of the email, and our membership was getting frustrated.
Another email from 2023 from a fire chief says, quote, "Captain Boyner was told that we were being wimpy crybabies by Chief Cruzen."
I don't recall ever calling somebody a wimpy crybaby, no.
I want our firefighters to know that there's no denying that we have had issues in our facilities. We have 17 firehouses in the city, and in the last 8 years, we've completed renovations for 7 of those firehouses, and we have another 2 slated for calendar year 2026.
We don't have any active mold issues now. I mean, we don't have any complaints.
Active Charleston firefighters we spoke to off record say what Cruzen said is false, and multiple stations are awaiting mold testing that they requested. CFD leadership and the city promises change and a better future for those who protect us. Firefighters, on the other hand, say they've heard that before.
I hope when firefighters or anybody voice their concerns about living conditions that it's not brushed under the rug. It's not taken as just, oh, they're complaining, they want something different. People are slowly speaking up, but I'm hoping that more people do voice their concerns and not be retaliated against.
And this is not the last of Live 5 Investigates reporting on any problems with the Charleston Fire Department. Next week, our Anna Harris interviews a former Charleston firefighter who experienced health problems from the mold and tells us what his doctors discovered. For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Emily Johnson.